Alright, last round. Let's put up a positive winning record here. And the first step doing that is keeping this hand. Second step is making sure our opponent mulligans. Third step is drawing a land. Fourth step is profit. Or not. Seeing as we'd go 3-2 and break even. The old troll skipped the first main phase, play land second main phase. Arid Mesa. I think we're just Serum Visioning here, since we only really want land, and what our opponent is playing does not change that. Peak isn't bad though. You know that for a guy who's named AP94, this guy's APM isn't very high. I'm suspecting his actions per are not 94. They're more like 0.94. Alright, land. Sweet, juicy land. Okay, stomping ground. Don't mind that, since I have a bunch of bolts and lightning helix. Live spike. I mean, we could just helix here, but which would be the correct play if we knew he was on like only burn spells and no creatures. But I don't think that's a thing. So we want to leave up our removal. Alright. Alrighty. That's what we like to see. This game is going great, except for that it's taking a bajillion years. That's okay. Opponents can use their clock as they wish. That's the point of Moto. Just kind of sucks when recording a video, because I care about you, the viewer, and your experience. Which is why I entertain you so much with my speaking. All right. Let's just go ahead and helix now, where we're guaranteed to gain the life, and we draw land, which is also perfect. If you're gonna play slowly, play a burn deck. That's definitely the way to go. Actually, I should have peeked first to see if there was mutagenic growth. Maybe I should be using all this spare time to think through my plays. Nope. Instead, just a dancing mule in my brain. Dancing mule. Confirmed. Okay, Searing Blaze, Lightning Bolt, Command, Boros Charm. So just Serum Visions? To make sure we can helix again. By finding another land. Good to go. So we can get Searing Blazed. And then helix. Opponent has enough burned, more than enough burn to kill me in hand. If they could only cast all their spells at once. Alright, now we're in good shape because we have Cryptic, we have Snapcaster Bolt, we have Remand, we have Path. And Spell Queller. Alright, just blocking is fine. I could actually just let that resolve as well. Take Lightning Bolt because their opponent can't possibly cast all these spells before the game ends. Hard to cast spells when you're dead. So Cryptic doesn't hurt us. Doesn't seem optimal. Alright, this gets reach. Oh, it's been a while. We just have lethal though. Cool, the Tucker's command. Hidden 5th mode of reach. Still relevant to this very day. Though not relevant enough. Not nearly relevant enough. This goes Eidolon. It's probably not necessary though, unless we're like afraid of unless we're specifically like afraid of Blood Moon. Mana Leak's fine. Peak is fine. Anger seems fine. Against what? Nicaddles. Ancestral's okay. I mean, if we have it on turn 1, it's always good. I think we'll go with the Angers here. Just to make sure we can clear the board on turn 3. Spell Queller should be reasonable in this match. Reasonable to amazing. So I like that. Having a top end that provides disruption and a curve, and by curve I mean clock. Alright, let's keep this hand that isn't all that amazing. Still think it's a keep. Okay. Probably just leave up. Well, no, definitely just leave this up. Since I can spell snare and Eidolon. Or potentially path that. There's like 2 1-drops. Is it after damage? Okay. Opponent thinks it's main phase maybe? Or pumping after damage. Don't pump after your creature has already done the damage. Alright, stuck on 1 land, which makes this path very sad. Could try and ambush with Snapcaster. We'll see what the opponent does here, though. If they draw a land, that changes things. We're going to want to path now and hopefully spell snare something. Snaring anything would be huge here. Tarka's Command, Eidolon. Not that. Alright, that's a lot of damage. So we can deal with the, well, we can't necessarily deal with the board, but we can chump for a turn and path the other one. Anger would have been good there. It's going to be hard to win considering our opponent was stuck on 1 land, drew their 2nd land, and then we pathed. That means these 3 cards are yes, hola. Good play, good play. That's how we win. And our opponent drew land. The old click-through attacks. Because now we can use our mana. Alright. Down to 2, but we have Dispel and Spell Snare. And Mana Leak, I guess. I guess that doesn't help against Lava Spike, which is what we're afraid of. Queller. Oh. Rift Bolt. Did not notice that. Good old suspend. Is there anything we could do about that? I guess it's a sorcery. So, no. I mean, it would have been nice to know about it. It would have been nice to know we were gonna die. Could have had the decency to let us know. Magic Online. Alright, anger, better on the play. Everything better on the play. Turns out it's better to be on the play than on the draw. Explosives, nah. I'd prefer just having anger. Helix Spell Queller. I mean, we have the best card for the matchup, so I think we keep. Here we have to lead on Flooded Strand, because we can't go Colonnade into Sulphur Falls for Helix. Opponent mulligans, which is good. I mean, our curve's already alright. We have 2-drop, 3-drop, 6-drop. Okay. Good Helix target. Didn't want to see a land off the top, obviously. So red Eidolon would be very bad for us here. Anything else? I mean, double Nakatl would also be bad. Missing land drop. My answer's fine. Doesn't get Spell Queller. Sure. Path. I think we'll wait on Path since we have a pretty big pad of life total here. Pretty big pad. Got a big pad. Alright, Goblin Guide. Spell Queller. This could get bolted, but that's fine. Then we can Path Grim Lavamonster, and start filtering our draws with Goblin Guide. Alright, that's great. That's great. Oh, that's great. Alright, we're massively ahead in the race now. And our opponent's on 2 lands. And we have that, so we can attack, especially we don't want to block. We can attack because we don't want to block. Welcome to Magic. We can attack because we don't want to block. Yeah, 22 life feels good, man, against Burn with 3 cards in hand. Two helixes will do that. Alright. So we're gonna Rift Bolt that. And then we can clean up with Anger, which was a great draw after jumping with Snapcaster. And still have Path and Colonnade. So if opponent attacks with everything and has a Tarka's command, I think we want them to cast it, so we'll just block here. We definitely want them to cast it because it actually saves both of these. Both of these from Anger. Interestingly, Boros Charm and a Tarka's Command would be great against Anger here. Alright, so that's a lot of damage, but our opponent has 0 cards, so we can afford to take a little bit. And by a little bit, I mean casual 11 damage. Alright, so we're 3-turn clock thanks to Lightning Bolt, which is going to be hard to beat. Such a tricky matchup when they don't draw many lands. Just incinerate your life total. Not literally, but figuratively. Virtually. Alright. Good to go. Nothing can stop us now. Except Lightning Helix, Lightning Helix, Lightning Helix. Alright, we did it. Woohoo!